Finding the right insurance can be confusing, especially if you don't know what they mean. And here to tell us what the insurance company won't is attorney Lloyd Baker. Good morning, Mr. Baker. How are you?
Good morning, Brad. Great.
So
it's good to be here again.
This is very important because, you know, to have insurance is very important. You've dealt with people who don't have it. You've dealt with people that do have insurance. But the right type of insurance, which is kind of interesting, the insurance company won't tell you. They might have you put on more than you need or put less on what you need. Yeah. And some things we need to know, especially here in Arizona, and that is the uninsured and underinsured.
They're two different things. In some states they're the same, but here in Arizona they're two different things. You got to buy them both.
Okay.
So some people think I'm fully covered. Well, they're not fully covered unless they have both of them.
So by law, here in Arizona, you're supposed to have both?
No, you don't have. By law, you don't have to have any under or uninsured motorist coverage. All you have to have is liability, which is kind of stinks because what underinsured and uninsured do is they protect those people in your car from either somebody that's not insured or from somebody that's underinsured that if you get majorly injured, the problem is going to be, you know, if they got $25,000 policy, that doesn't go very far when you get surgery or anything like that. So to stack on top of that would be your underinsured motorist coverage. And it's relatively cheap, and people don't realize that. You know, I used to work for State Farm, and a lot of people don't sell it because they're like they don't make a lot of money on it.
Right.
And but it's relatively cheap. I mean, $100 a year sometimes.
And important for, of course, the motorists to have it, and that's the thing. Okay, so explain to me a little bit what is underinsured.
Okay, underinsured. So you get in an accident, you're severely injured, and the other person only has $25,000 liabilities, which was required by law, right? And so you go for a surgery. That surgery is going to cost you $100,000 or whatever. It stacks on top of the liability coverage, so the 25 comes out first, and then we go after your own underinsured motorist coverage. And it's a non-fault coverage, so it doesn't even raise your rate. So it's something that you purchase as a buyer of insurance, and it covers everybody in your household, in your family, in your car.
Okay.
So it's great. It just stacks is what it is. So it's almost like everybody's running around with more insurance. You're just protecting yourself.
Okay. And then the other one is
uninsured motorist coverage.
Right. For
people that their coverage lapsed or they're illegal and they don't have insurance, or somebody stole their car and hit you. And there's a high rate of those out there. And so most people think, well, everybody has insurance. They don't. Right. Not everybody has insurance. And I think there's 1 out of 8 accidents in Arizona will be uninsured. And so you better have it.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about this. People go down to Rocky Point. People go over to Vegas. People go to different states. Does that still cover you in those areas?
Yes, it sure does.
It does?
Yeah.
So that's why it's important to have it.
Yeah. Very important. And it's relatively cheap. I encourage everybody to get it. It's a must-have.
Yeah. All right, let me ask you this, because I know you're also the motorcycle lawyer, too, what we love. Motorcycle people, should they have this too, or
absolutely, even more so, because they're not protected. There's no metal around them, right?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, absolutely. I suggest you get $250,000 or above as a motorcyclist, $250,000 or above. I have $1 million on mine. I want to be protected. If I get hit on my motorcycle, I want to make sure that there's plenty of coverage for me to get surgeries or whatever I need.
Yeah, and the important part is seeing you, because sometimes those insurance companies don't want to pay out, even if you are covered in that way. But this helps you, because now you have a basis going, no, my client is underinsured and uninsured coverage. So now, no, you need to take care of things, and that's where you come in.
Right, right. And it's just so helpful, because we dig for all insurances.
Yeah.
And another thing, that as a pedestrian, those coverages cover you. Oh, wow. And most people don't know that.
See, that's the thing. And the insurance company doesn't tell you that.
Yeah, they don't.
They
don't want you to know.
That's why you go and see this man right here and his team, Lloyd Baker, again, injury attorney and amazing. So remind people where they can find you.
BakerWins.com, 855-BAKER-LAW is our phone number. Yeah, we're happy to help you.
All right, thank you. Thanks for coming. So this guy's just amazing. So if you could just sit down and talk with him, he's just great. So thank you, Lloyd. Thanks for coming in.